Alright, there we go. Perfect. It's a little blurry because of bad camera quality. Um, so once again, this is Rand's or Lily's guide to a homebrewed 3DS. So, with the closing of the Nintendo shop, I have a lot of friends and a lot of people buying modded 3DSs off of me. And there's a lot of questions because a lot of people aren't really into this as I am. I'm going to show you the ropes. This is a 3DS I'm getting ready to sell. So I'm changing some stuff and kind of like going through it. So this is a homebrewed 3DS. You can tell because it plays music. And that's the background music. And it's just the theme overall, you can tell. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I normally have 2 or 3 folders. If you're getting a 3DS from me, I'll normally have 2 folders. And then the cart slot will be on the top. But number 1 will always be the homebrewed shit. This is my private DS. Will this focus? God damn. This is my old DS that I was using before I got an XL, or I'm getting an XL. So it's folder number 3 is my homebrewed stuff. But for you guys, folder number 1 will be the homebrewed stuff. So here's all the homebrewed stuff. I'll start by going, this is MCU, so this will make your light rainbow. So you just press A on it, and it turns your light rainbow. This light right here. I'll normally have the first of the folder. We have Anomini. Anomini. That sounds bad. That sounds wrong. This is your theme manager. This is your theme manager, so you can download themes here on this, and you can play them. So I've got a couple themes here, and I'll show you how to download themes. You go to, I'll put the website up here. You go to this website, it's theme.com or whatever the fuck it is. You'll notice whenever you hover over the theme that you want, you hover your mouse over it, or you click on it, you'll notice a QR code. That is how you download them. So in order to download the theme off of the internet, this is off the internet, you don't download the themes off this. You press your right trigger button on the back of the DS, and that will bring up your camera, and there you'll scan the QR code. And then once you scan the QR code, you'll see instructions up on the top of the screen. It'll be down here on your list, and you'll see the instructions on the top of the screen, but I'll tell you anyways. Scroll down to it. You hold A, and then you see normal install, shuffle install, background music only install, BGM install. So you do whatever install you want. So like normal install is just the normal install. So normal install is up on the D-pad. So I hold up on the D-pad and then I let go of A, and it will download the theme. And you'll notice if you go back into your home, the theme's not applied. Well, is it gonna load? Is it gonna focus? There. Yeah, the theme is not applied. So you can either restart your DS, or what I noticed is you can just go to the software closed screen, the power off screen, and then go back to home, and it will apply the theme for you. So that's how you do the themes. Here is Universal Updater. So I wouldn't necessarily touch this if you don't know what you're doing. This is the spot for hacks, and there's some games on there. I think there's Portal, Doki Doki, shitty Minecraft on here. There's like a couple games, but it's mostly, and I'll open it for you, it's mostly all homebrew, not clients, softwares. They're homebrew softwares. So they're for like downloading things, organizing things, adding UI quirks to your thing. There is YouTube on here. retro emulators, mostly hacks. There's a lot of hacks on here. There's French, language modifiers, like there's FBI, which will go in French, which we'll go over later. There's Atari stuff. There's Linux for the 3DS. There's movie player or video player. More French stuff. Stuff like that. And I know one of my friends had this issue where their home button wasn't working. In most applications, you can press start and it will close the application for you. Well, all the homebrewed applications, you can press start and it will close for you if you don't have access to the home button. Here's homebrew. It's not really necessary unless you're changing stuff. You can get FBI from here, which again we'll talk about FBI later. Here's hshop. So this is basically eshop, but more complicated, more stuff, and it won't be shut down in March, at the end of March. eshop is closing at the end of March, and you'll still be able to play games. You just, and like re-download games, you just won't be able to buy anything new. You won't be able to purchase anything, but they'll still work. And the same thing, if you download games from here, they will still work with the eshop. So if like you need to log in to like an account in Nintendo in the app, like let's say Pokemon Home, it will still work. It still registers that it's an actual app. The only reason that it would not connect to multiplayer or a server or Nintendo is if you're using hacks, because they'll detect the hacks and they'll ban you. So this is hshop. There's games, updates, DLC, virtual console, DSiWare, extra themes. Themes are like the themes that we saw earlier in Anome, as I don't know, I forgot. Extras, that's just extra stuff. Virtual consoles, DSiWare's just it's DSiWare, so that's how you get homebrewing is DSiWare. Virtual console, so they're like ported games from like Game Boy and GameCube. DLC, that's DLC for games you've already downloaded. Updates, those are just updates for Nintendo 3DS titles, and games. So that's where you want to be. So everything is sorted by kind of like there's regions, and then there's like demos, like kiosk demos, and then other / unknown region or region free. And it will tell you how much storage. I think that's how much. Yeah, that's how much you've used. I think it might be how much you have left. It might be. I don't know. But you'll see your SD card right here on the bottom left corner, left corner. So it can be kind of hard to find what game you want in which region. So what I would do is there's a little search button on the bottom here, and then you search by text. You can search by category, or hshop ID or legacy search, but I'll search by text, and this is the easiest way to find games, and this will never shut down. Well, maybe in like 40-50 years, but it's not going to shut down when Nintendo will shut down. Everything on here is free, and it will register as an actual Nintendo game. So we're going to type in Pokemon, and then here are a shit ton of Pokemon games. Pokemon Bank, I think, is the Pokemon Home, just the old version, so I will download that. So you just press A on what you want to download. So here's Pokemon Bank. So I'm pretty sure this is just like the new version of Pokemon Home. I don't know. I don't use it. And then you just press A, and then you press A again, and then it downloads. And you'll see how long it has left right here. And if you don't have enough storage, it will not download. It'll warn you. It'll be like, hey, by the way, you don't have enough storage. So if you don't have the titles required, it will say this: found one missing title, check the queue to install them. And then you press A to exit. So you click the bottom for queue, and then it will have you install whatever you need. You close, and there you go. You got the game you want, and you just open the present, and there it is. There's Pokemon Bank. Pokemon Bank. You'll see the Nintendo Network ID is. There's no Nintendo Network ID linked to the system. So the person who's getting the system, you just link your Nintendo Network ID, and then your stuff will be in here. Oh, ow, shit. And then I'll just download whatever games you ask. And, yeah, that's, oh, okay. Rest of the apps. Oh, shit. This is FBI. This is a downloader. I'll show you what it looks like, because it's complicated. This is FBI. It's a downloader. It's if you take something out of your SD card and you enter it into your computer and you download a CIA file. So that's like a 3DS file. Whether that be a game or a program, you would go here and you'd press SD, or not current directory, CIA's current directory, and then it'd be install and delete. That's what you would do, but it's not available because I don't have anything on there. And then again, you can just press start and it will exit it. So I don't ever use this, so I mean I can open it and show you. But yeah, this is to save your game data. If it were to get lost, if you're getting a new SD card, in case your system breaks, shit like that. Also cheats, of course. Yippee! Cartridges still work. Multiplayer games still work. Shit like that. Fun, fun, fun. That's my tutorial. Goodbye. Oh, and never take the SD card out, without turning it off. And if you do take out the SD card and then try and take it out without it back in, it will not, it will not work. It won't. I don't think it'll break it. I've done it before by accident and it didn't break it. It just gave up an error. But it will not work unless you have the SD card in. Yeah. It won't work. It will work if you put it back in, but it'll just give you error if you just launch it. Alright, that's it. That's my tutorial.